Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be comparing these three cartridges to each other by shooting them into some blocks of clay. From left to right, you're looking at a 95 grain full metal jacket 380. In the middle, it is a 115 grain full metal jacket 9mm. And on the far right, you're looking at a 90 grain Hornady critical defense in 380. We'll start by shooting the full metal jacket 380 and then the 9mm full metal jacket, so that you can see what kind of a performance difference there is between the two when it's more or less apples to apples. Then lastly, we'll shoot the Hornady Critical Defense in 380 to give you a chance to see how that would stack up to the 9mm and to the 380 in full metal jacket. Now I have chronographed each of these rounds through the exact same pistols that you'll be seeing in the video today. We'll start with the 380 ball ammo. This is a 95 grain ball from Federal. Usually it chronographs at about 824 feet per second when I shoot it through the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. That means that it will have about 143 foot-pounds of energy. The 115 grain 9mm from PMC, when I shoot that through the Glock 17, it typically comes in at about 1157 feet per second, meaning it'll have 342 foot-pounds of energy. And when I shoot that 380 90 grain FTX, usually I'm getting that to come in at about 873 feet per second, meaning that it has about 152 foot-pounds of energy. So the bottom line here is that the Hornady Critical Defense will have 5.9% more speed and 6.3% more energy than the 95 grain ball ammo. However, at the end of the day, it will also have 24.5% less speed than the 9mm, and it will have 56% less overall energy than the 9mm. If you liked today's video, please remember to click the like button, do subscribe, and turn on that notifications icon if you haven't already done so. And as always, we're looking forward to your comments. Thank you again. We'll be shooting at this 5-pound block of clay with a 380 using 95 grain ball ammo by Federal. Walking up right now to the 5-pound block of clay that was just hit with a 380 95 grain ball ammo from Federal. Here is your entry side. Here is your exit side right here. So maybe about an inch wide on the exit. Here's your entry one more time. And it definitely went through some water jugs. In fact, it ripped right through the first one, ripped through the second one, went through the third, and it is, I believe, going to be found in this fourth water jug. Let's see if we can find it in there. I hope the camera is picking that up. I'll pour that out in a moment for you. It's definitely in there. All right, here is your 95 grain ball ammo 380. Pretty much intact. Looks like 100% weight retention anyway. We'll be shooting at this 5-pound block of clay with a Glock 17 9mm. The ammunition will be the PMC 115 grain full metal jacket. All right, walking up right now to the block of clay and the water jugs that were just hit with a 9mm 115 grain full metal jacket. Here is the block of clay entrance, and here is the exit right here. And then the first water jug that it hit after it went through the clay right there. Still some pretty good hydrostatic damage on the back of that water jug. The next water jug in line got hit right about there. And a little bit of hydrostatic damage on the back of that water jug as well. Third water jug went in right there toward the bottom. Exited right there toward the back. And I don't believe it went into any more water jugs. We'll take a look around and see if we can find it on the ground for you. Looks like I was able to find the recovered 9mm bullet. Here's what it started off like. Here's the recovered full metal jacket round fired through the Glock 17. One more time, here's your entrance side to that block of clay. And when you look at that in comparison to the whole bullet itself, to give you some perspective. And again, that's just the entrance side. On your exit, probably 3.5 inches wide or so on that exit. See if we can pick this up and look in there a little bit, get some sunlight in there. So yeah, it just probably about almost immediately once it hit that thing, it just starts to open up wider and wider toward the exit. That simple. We'll be shooting at this 5-pound block of clay using a 380, more specifically a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. The ammunition will be the 90 grain Hornady Critical Defense. Walking up right now to the 5-pound clay block that was just hit with a 380 Hornady Critical Defense 90 grain bullet. I mean, doesn't that just say it all? I'm not sure if I can really add anything to what you're seeing here. Clearly it went through the block of clay. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 inches wide all the way through. And it went into the first water jug. It did not exit the first water jug. I'm sure the bullet is in there somewhere. Oh yeah, it's in there, and we'll pour that out in a moment for you. All right, I was able to recover that 380 auto, that Hornady Critical Defense. Here's how they start off. Here's how they finish when they open up. Let me flip this over for you, give you a little better view. That's how they finish right there. Fired through the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. And here is the block of clay on the front side. And on the back side. All right, so it just goes to show you that big things do come in little packages. Here's your Bodyguard 380, your Glock 17 9mm. This was the bullet used with the 380. Here's how it finished up. This was the bullet used with the 9mm. So when you're selecting the right ammunition for 380, it can certainly even up the odds in a hurry. Here is your Glock damage on the entry side. Here's your 380 on the entry side. Here's your 9mm on your exit. Just come around to the side, I think would be easier. Here's the exit side on these. 9mm exit, 380 exit. But again, that's apples and oranges. That's defensive ammunition versus full metal jacket ammunition.